In today's digital era, the intersection of technology, politics, and geopolitics defines the course of the global economy and international relations. This analysis examines how Amazon, one of the most influential technology giants, is transforming various sectors with innovative solutions while navigating complex political tensions. Simultaneously, we observe how world powers are reconfiguring their commercial alliances. The United States with England and certain Arab countries, while Canada and China appear to be strengthening ties, establishing new axes of cooperation that respond to a constantly evolving international landscape. The convergence of these factors is not only redefining markets, but also altering the balance of economic and technological power between nations. We will explore some important aspects of these topics. Carlos Bastida, business intelligence consultant, has prepared a summary of these topics and their practical implications in today's world. Remember to subscribe, like, and activate notifications, as well as visit his website to learn more about his services. Let's dive in. Amazon Neptune represents a revolution in complex information management, positioning itself as a specialized solution for managing graph-oriented databases. This fully managed AWS service offers encryption at rest and in transit, integrates seamlessly with other AWS services, can be used globally, and is optimized to find information in milliseconds across graphs containing billions of data points. Neptune's versatility is evident in its support for two graph formats, property-based and URI-based. For the first format, users can employ query languages such as Gremlin, Apache Tinkerpop, and OpenCipher. The URI format can be created using RDF and queried using SBRQL. The Neptune ecosystem has been expanded with complementary services that integrate machine learning capabilities through Amazon SageMaker and Neptune Analytics, which stores graphs in memory to facilitate analysis using specialized algorithms. This development positions Amazon as a leader in the emerging field of vector databases, essential for modern artificial intelligence applications. As interconnected data becomes increasingly important across all sectors, solutions like Neptune are becoming crucial not only for e-commerce, but also for areas such as fraud detection, recommendation systems, and scientific research. This technology leads us to consider how Amazon is also transforming business communication on a large scale. In a world where effective customer communication is fundamental, Amazon has developed an enterprise messaging architecture that addresses the challenge of managing mass communications across multiple channels. This solution utilizes the power of various AWS services to create an event-based system that maintains consistency, scalability, and reliability. The architecture implements Amazon Event Bridge as a central message broker, allowing effective decoupling between event producers and consumers. Amazon Simple Queue service acts as a buffer and ensures reliable message delivery, while Lambda functions transform messages according to the destination channel. Amazon Simple Email Service and Amazon Simple Notification Service manage the final delivery of communications, and Amazon DynamoDB stores critical metadata. This asynchronous architecture offers significant benefits in four main areas: decoupling, which allows independent evolution of services; resilience, with fault tolerance through message buffers; scalability, with parallel message processing; and flexibility to incorporate new communication channels. Efficiency in mass communication not only improves the customer experience, but also optimizes business resources. This innovation in messaging architecture connects directly with another future bet by Amazon: quantum computing, which promises to radically transform data processing. The quantum computing space is experiencing rapid development, and Amazon has joined this technological race with the announcement of its own quantum chip. The company thus enters into direct competition with other giants such as Google, Microsoft, and IBM, which have been investing in this revolutionary technology for years. Amazon has established its quantum laboratory at the prestigious California Institute of Technology, from where it plans to develop solutions that can be integrated into its Amazon Web Services business. This initiative reflects Amazon's strategic vision to remain at the forefront of disruptive technologies, anticipating a future where quantum computing could transform entire industries. However, while Amazon advances in technological innovations, It must also navigate a complex political landscape, as demonstrated by its recent confrontation with the Trump administration. The tension between political power and technology giants became evident when the White House lashed out at Amazon following reports suggesting the company was considering reflecting the impact of tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump in its product prices. White House spokesperson Caroline Leavitt described the alleged initiative as a hostile and political act, questioning why Amazon had not taken similar measures during the Biden administration when inflation reached 40-year highs. She also insinuated that the decision could be related to Jeff Bezos's alleged business ties with the Chinese government, stating that this situation reinforced the need to prioritize American products and relocate supply chains within the country. For its part, Amazon, through spokesperson Tim Doyle, categorically denied these reports, clarifying that although the team at its Amazon Hall store had considered the idea of including import costs in some products, this was never approved nor would it be implemented. These domestic tensions contrast with the United States' efforts to strengthen strategic international alliances, such as its recent agreement with the United Kingdom. In a strategic move to reinforce the transatlantic, special relationship, President Donald Trump and British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer have established the framework for a pioneering economic prosperity deal, EPD, between the United States and the United Kingdom. This initiative seeks to transcend traditional trade models to create a comprehensive economic partnership based on fairness and reciprocity. The agreement establishes three fundamental objectives: to increase the quality and volume of mutually beneficial trade between both countries, to eliminate barriers to facilitate American and British businesses operating, investing, and trading in both markets, and to ensure that the bilateral relationship is rooted in a lasting, fair, and future-oriented economic partnership. This pact represents a central pillar in Trump's international economic strategy, which seeks to strengthen ties with traditional allies while redefining the United States' global trade position. The EPD aims to be progressively expanded to encompass additional areas, including a transformative technology partnership that could have significant implications for both nations' digital competitiveness. This strengthening of the alliance occurs in parallel to the intensification of economic ties between the United States and Gulf countries, creating a Western Arab axis with profound geopolitical and energy implications. During his recent tour of the Middle East, President Trump has consolidated a series of massive commercial agreements between the United States and Gulf nations, valued at hundreds of billions of dollars. These agreements span strategic sectors from aeronautics to energy and artificial intelligence. Among the most prominent negotiations, Abu Dhabi's Etihad Airways has committed to invest $14.5 billion in the purchase of 28 Boeing 787 and 777X aircraft equipped with GE Aerospace engines. In the energy sector, giants such as ExxonMobil, Occidental Petroleum, and EOG Resources have announced investments of $60 billion for energy production in the United Arab Emirates. Particularly significant is the cooperation in nuclear energy, with US-based Holtec International and Abu Dhabi's IHC Industrial Holding Company committing to build a fleet of SMR 300 small modular reactors, starting in Michigan, with a potential investment of up to $30 billion from IHC. In the industrial realm, Emirates Global Aluminium will build an aluminum smelter valued at $4 billion in Oklahoma, while Saudi Aramco has signed 34 agreements with American companies worth up to $90 billion. The technology sector is not left behind, with NVIDIA committing to sell hundreds of thousands of AI chips in Saudi Arabia. These agreements reflect Trump's determination to reposition the United States as a privileged economic partner in the Gulf region, at a time when powers like China are also seeking to expand their influence in various regions of the world, as demonstrated by their growing relationship with Canada in the oil sector. A significant shift in global trade flows is materializing with the emergence of China as the main buyer of Canadian oil transported through the newly expanded Trans Mountain Pipeline. This turn represents a strategic realignment in response to trade tensions between the United States and its traditional partners. Canada, the world's fourth-largest oil producer, has historically faced limitations in diversifying its exports because its main producing province, Alberta, has no direct access to the sea. The Trans Mountain Pipeline, with an investment of 34 billion Canadian dollars, has tripled its capacity to 890,000 barrels per day, allowing Canada to reduce its dependence on the U.S. market. This commercial reorientation challenges initial expectations that the United States would be the main destination for crude transported by this pipeline. The change reflects Canada's determination to diversify its export markets amid growing trade tensions with its southern neighbor, especially following brief U.S. tariffs on its crude and Trump's threats regarding North American trade policy. This new axis illustrates how geopolitical tensions are reconfiguring global trade flows, with profound implications for energy security and international relations in an increasingly complex multipolar world. These interconnected dynamics define a world in transition where economic power, technological innovation, and political decisions converge to create an increasingly complex and multipolar global scenario. Companies, governments, and societies that better understand and adapt to these transformations will be better positioned to seize opportunities and mitigate risks in this new global context. The ability to navigate these intersections between technology, politics, and geopolitics will largely determine the success of nations and organizations in the coming decades. If your goal is to optimize the performance and potential of your organization, we invite you to explore Carlos Bastida's portfolio of services, where you will find strategic solutions designed to address contemporary market challenges and capitalize on new growth opportunities. You can access additional information through the links available in the description of this video.